Well, hello there. It's me, Santa Claus, coming to you live from my workshop here in the North Pole. As I'm about ready to go out and get in my sleigh and head across the world tonight, I wanted to just give you a quick message. Because you see, I'm a little concerned. I've been getting everyone's Christmas list this year, and at the top of the list, I saw a common theme. I saw so many requests for iPods, iPhones, and iPads. I this, I that. Everything's I. When did Christmas become all about I? I'm here to remind us tonight, of all nights on Christmas Eve, that Christmas is not about I. It's about those around us. It's about us together. So my challenge is, don't just think about what you're getting tomorrow morning. Think about what you can give tonight. And I don't mean just give something that you bought at a store and wrapped up in a box and put a bow on it. No, I mean something that you give from the heart. You know, a song's not a song until you sing it. A bell's not a bell until you ring it. Love wasn't put in your heart to stay. No, love's not love until you give it away. So give of yourself freely this year. So here's my challenge. There's still time. There's still time to do this. It's be less selfish. Be more elfish. That's right. Instead of focusing on me, let's focus on we. Let's focus on others and give from the heart. So will you accept my challenge this year? Be less selfish. Be more elfish. If you think about it, I'm the happiest man in the whole world. Why? Because I give over 7 billion people presents every year. So the great joy of giving comes when you give from the heart. So I challenge you, be less selfish and be more elfish. And I want to leave you with one little thought. Yes, I am Santa. I've been around for hundreds of years to remind us to give, to be elfish. But I'm also afraid we're losing the true spirit of love at Christmas this holiday season. You know, we will become great when the love of power is replaced by the power of love. And let's not forget He who taught us how to love. And I was reminded of this some years ago. I was out on my yearly deliveries. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was delivering some presents to this little teeny tiny house, and they didn't have much. In fact, their whole house could fit into most of your living rooms. Well, as I arrived, I walk into that little family room, and sitting over in the corner is a little Christmas tree. And it had one little strand of lights. It had some popcorn in a row strung together by some string, some handmade ornaments, and a little angel on the top of that highest branch. Well, I quickly delivered all the presents underneath the tree, and then as I was about to turn around to make my exit, I felt as though someone was standing behind me. And so I turned to look, and there was the most beautiful little girl standing behind me. She was about 3 years old, wearing these pink onesie jammies, you know, with the little feetsies in them. And she just looked at me, and our eyes met, and she just connected with me. And I motioned to that little girl to come over and sit on my right knee. And then off in the distance, I could see her older brother, maybe 7 years old, peeking from around the corner. And he was cautiously protecting his little sister, but very curious about what was happening out in the living room as well. So I motioned for him to come join me as well, and he sat on my left knee. Then, in that quiet moment, I leaned forward between both of them, and I said, "So, who knows what the true spirit of Christmas is all about?" And you know, without even thinking about it, that little girl jumped off my knee and she ran to that Christmas tree in the corner. And I hadn't even noticed as I was placing the presents, but there was a tiny little nativity scene, like the one you'd get at an $1 underneath that Christmas tree. Carefully, the little girl leaned forward and reached underneath the branch into that stable and carefully removed the baby Jesus from the manger. And then she held her hand out and carefully walked it over to me. When she got in front of me, she took my hand and she opened it up. And she took my hand and she took baby Jesus and she sat baby Jesus in my hand and then held it tight. And then, with those big blue eyes, she looked right through me and she said, "Santa, he is Christmas." And there that night, just the three of us, I was reminded what the true spirit of Christmas is all about. Yes, it's about presents. It's about love. It's about family. But remember, none of this is possible without Him, for whom Christmas is all about. For He is the reason for the season. And it was the greatest gift of all that our Savior, Jesus Christ, was born in that humble little manger over 2,000 years ago in the village of Bethlehem. So on behalf of Mrs. Claus and all the elves all over the world, Merry Christmas, and may 2015 be your best year yet, and may there be much Christ in your life. Merry Christmas.